뭐야 이건. 엥? 여걸님 어서오세요. 아, 저지창 모드가 없어. 아, 이거 어쩔 수 없이 전체 화면으로 해야겠구만. 자, 바로 들어가 봅시다. 이제 1편에서 다 있었던 얘기들이죠. 이거는 사운드를 더 줄였어야 돼. 귀가. 아, 옛날에 킹덤컴 할 때는 이 이후의 역사 이야기를 다 알고 있었거든. 근데 안 좀 오래돼가지고 까먹어. 어떻게 됐더라? 야, 이 파비스 꽂아놓은 거 보여요? 원래 저항표는 저렇게 쓰는 게 맞는데 에너로드 쪽에서는 저렇게 못 쓴단 말이죠. 옛날에 100년 전쟁인가 때 파비스 저렇게 못 써가지고 파비스를 챙겼어야 됐는데 못 챙긴 상태로 전쟁에 나가가지고 대박살 났던 적이 있었지.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others.
이거
Godwin,
그 수도사 헬베 아니야?
who's your weapon? To the battlements, move! Father,
그니까 수도사 헬베였던 것 같은데
We
수사였나?
come to anoint us before we die?
we'll get anointed after the battle's
안 쓰네.
with booze.
맞네. 얼굴 아직도 기억한다고.
Get ready! Take cover!
아, 지금 저 위에 고정하는 게 박살나서 눈이 내려온 거야?
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
이거 도대체 무슨 일이 있었던 건데? 내가 어이 뭐야 이거?
Godwin, over here! Get up there quick!
이미 뛰고 있어 이 새끼야. 우클릭 아 잠깐만 우클릭을 길게 누르라고? 무기가 허공이잖아. 우클릭을 길게 눌러서 항전. 항전이 우클릭인 게 좀 신기하네. 에임이 안 돌아가. 뭔가 그 감도가 이상해. 아, 백발력 중이지. 안 들어져. 맞은 거야? 약간 그 맞은 느낌이 안 난다. 그 너무 일찍 엎어지는 기분이라서 맞는 거 같긴 한데. 기다려봐, 장전은 하고 다녀야 돼 원래. 할버드를 들 수 있네. 아 뭐야, 장전이 안 돼 있어. 아, 누르고 있어야 된다 그랬지. 아, 이거지. 암이 우들 들어와 이 새끼들아. 인성이 조수로 보이드나. 아, 잘 탄다. 그 사람 이름이 악마. 잠깐만요. 마이크 되지? 오케이. 왜? 아니 뭐야, 한 칸 더? 너 어떻게 사람 이름이 악마지? 자유를 불러볼 수 있다. 아클이 공격이고 우클릭이. 저건 빨간색인가? 퍽. 유저 임마. 다음. 아이 비켜 임마. 족같은 다리내 일격 씨발. 아, 가드가 뭐야? 우클릭인가? 뭐야, 왜 안 맞아? 대 채우고. 너가리 임마. 이를 꼭 널. 뭐야? 아, 저기 가깝긴 뭐가 가까워. 머리 찍어. 아니 머리가 왜 안 찍혀? 나가 임마. 아, 이게 이 용도구나. 쳐봐라. 가드 키가 우클릭인가? Q가 아니라? 원래는 Q였는데. 아, 근데 쟤는 무슨 돌을 들고 바닥에 버리는 것처럼 굴리냐? 던지는 게 아니라. 할버드가 저 용도로도 쓰이는구나. 처음 봤어. 어깨 제 쇄골에 저거 박혀있는데 괜찮은 거 맞냐? 박살난 거면 죽을 텐데. 이렇게 안 쏘고 씨발 왜 보고만 있어? 맞아, 저거 뽑으면 출혈 주대서 뒤진다고. 마지막에 1편 마지막에 한 말이죠. 아닌가? 1편 마지막이 아니었나? 마지막에 했던 말 같은데 되게 잘 안 나네.
You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
오야 씨발 거 가면 얼굴 보호대 내려라. 아 뭐야, 저 밑에 뚫고 들어왔네. 성이 너무 평면으로 지어져 있다. 지키기 힘들게. 그래서 도대체 무슨 일이 있었던 거냐고. 왜 수성을 하고 있는 건데. 몇 주라고? 몇 개월도 아니고? 우리 댕댕이
Ordentes fortuna juvat!
아 장비가 내 장비가
yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace.
무슨 소리야 우리
Unfortunately, I was too busy
라틴까지 다
shoveling shit and
공부했잖아.
picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
아 우리 말도 좋은 거였는데 그냥 그
Anyway,
기본
this-
말로 바뀌었네요.
Auden, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Ordentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trotsky.
아까 그 수성전하던 구성인데?
My word, that is fucking impressive. It makes
댕댕이
Perkstein
안
look like an
빼먹고 따라오는 거고.
outhouse. Bergov must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures?
Ah,
Adventures that will
그치.
become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
약간 그
You bet we
그래픽적으로
will.
1편에
We'll hand
비해서
over our important
그
message and then
느낌이
hop,
살아있는데
skip to
엄청
the nearest
깔끔해진
tavern.
기분이야.
We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanners take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai
아, 돈
estates
나도
to you
되는구나. 나
one
지금
day.
W 누르고
So I
있었는데.
expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat. See now, there's the
어
Henry I know
나도
and
나도
love.
라틴어 배웠다고.
Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Take your hair off, eh? Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
갑자기 화살 날라오면 진짜 뭐냐 저건. 노래가 살짝 불안하다.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, I wouldn't stand a chance against them.
팩트. 원래 내
Do
한스였다면
anything
이겼다.
foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
하는만 할 것 같은데. 아니다. 여기서는 그 시골 출동대가 아니라 애들이 좀 더 잘 싸운다 그랬던 것 같다.
Halt! What are you after here?
아, 우리를 죽이려고 온 게 아니었니?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you
경계를
people?
하는 게 맞기는 해.
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
쏘기 직전인데?
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
정신아, 동서고금의 사제를 그렇게 대하면 안 된다. 사제로 쏜 거, 아니 그 사절로 쏜 거잖아.
We're not enemies.
사제랜다 짱.
We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
당신의 플레이 유형은 병사에게는 무기를 들고 강력한 감을 3번 들이는 것보다 즐거운 일이 없습니다. 성미가 불같은 것으로도 유명합니다. 조언자, 지식과 예리한 말씀시 친절한 말로 일을 해결하기를 선호합니다. 순찰자, 그림자에 숨어 조용히 은신 상태에서 들키지 않고 임무를 처리하길 좋아합니다. 솔직히 이거는 아니고 이거 아니면 이건데 이 병사 아니면은 정찰병인데 초반 플레이 유형을 정하라는 거잖아. 병사가 편할 것 같은데? 왜냐면 은신 자체는 그 인간적으로 좋아하고 하기에는 좀 그렇지 않나. 내 원대 플레이 스타일은 이거 둘 중 하나였으니까 병사로 하겠습니다.
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's
Anyway.
Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
상대방을 설득하여 상황을 해결할 수 있습니다. 대화 아래의 선택지를 통해 어떻게 반응할지 선택할 수 있습니다만 상대방이 당신을 믿어야만 설득할 수 있습니다. 외모, 화술, 매력, 완력, 강압, 위압, 공포. 일단 이 밑에 있는 세 개는 말이 안 돼. 아, 거짓말이나 조작은 괜찮겠지. 이거 두 개는 안 된다. 완력, 매력, 화술, 능력치와 기술의 영향을 받습니다. 플레이어 탭에 있는 소지품에 자세한 설명을 확인할 수 있습니다. 뭐지? 왜 소지품에서 확인을 하지? 아무튼 상대방을 납득시키는 것으로 많은 상황을 해결할 수 있습니다. 대화창에서는 어떻게 반응할 것인가와 관련된 여러 선택지가 주어집니다. 상대방이 항상 자신을 밀거나 모정은 없습니다. 돈, 능력치. 그건 뭐야? 기반 같은 건가? 혓바닥에 두 갈래를 배면이니까. 이게 화술인 거 같고 이게 완력이고 이거 뭐더라? 야. 가장 높은 수치를 선택하는 것이 아니라 누구와 대하고 있는지 어떻게 비치고 있는지 당신 평판이 어떤지입니다. 예를 들어 불안당 패거리를 폭력으로 위협하는 건 지푸라기가 삐져나온 장화를 신고 귀족 행세하는 것만큼이나 무의미한 경우가 많습니다. 근데 반대로 생각해서 불안당 패거리를 폭력으로 위협한 다음에 덤벼 이지를 하고 대가리 다 깨면 이기는 거 아님? 너가를 다 깨면 된다.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. That's why we're talking.
강한 힘은 언제나 옳다.
We have no intention of attacking you. You might be concerned that we're lying about who we are, but we showed you our letter with its seal. That should be enough for you. Or is it not?
You don't seem like any messenger to me. More like some uppity brat. Didn't you say you were a god? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's traveling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit above himself. We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
그래도 한스가 많이 그거 됐네요. 사람 됐네요.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out.
그땐
Is there
낮이었어 심지어.
an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to?
말을 그렇게 하면 안
I
되지.
suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
얼굴이 굳잖아 애가.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
무장한 사람이 있으면 확인을 하는 게 맞아?
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night.
왜 이렇게
The
쎄하지?
pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
그럴 것 같진 않은데. 싸늘한데?
Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Hey, but you'll get nothing from me.
내가 진짜 응? 모자라?
Say something to that dog.
Come here! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah!
왜래.
Last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
꼭 누르고 있어야 되나? R2구나. 대화가 이거구나.
Listen,
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was out. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look.
come on, Oates. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard
그니까
time.
말을 왜
I'll have
그렇게
you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor...
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice. And if I go home... If you can get it back...
Well,
자, 핑커드가
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God.
where did
That's
you get the
not
table
bad.
from?
From that cave behind
What?
me. It was just lying there. So I says to myself, that's better than playing on the
아니
ground.
병신아 그러면 좆된 거잖아. 생각을 해봐. 동굴에 탁자가 왜 있겠어? 사람이 거기서 무언가 살고 있으니까 있는 거잖아. 도적이 씨발 여기로 올 것 같은데 아무리 봐도.
Have you ever been in these?
No, but I know there's a village called Troskovitz at the foot of the castle. Me and Conrad will go there and fatten our purses. If Sir Hans gives us a bit of free time, like. I must remind him.
How do you think things will end up tomorrow?
How? Whenever someone parleys with someone about something, it takes ages.
Why do you think that?
See me and Conrad now? We can't even agree who's going to be on watch this evening. But then, I'm just a spear carrier. I ain't got the head for no. Ask Oates. He'll know more about it for sure.
Maybe in the end, Lord Capon and von Bergov will arrive at some agreement.
Aye, maybe. We'll see.
I see you've got...
Sure.
I heard you won a ring off Oates.
Fortune favours the brave, lad. Come on.
진짜 개오랜만이네. 어. 아, 진짜 내 주사위도 개쩔었는데 웬만하면 다 이길 수 있었는데. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 쫙. 뭔데 이거? 6까지 되어 있는데 두 개밖에 없는데?
On then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first
내
time.
주사위 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6? 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 4, 4. 정말 잘 지켜. 돈이 걔 기억이 안 나. 1, 5만 지킬 수 있고 2는 뭐지? 아, 이 새끼 사기친다. 너 뭐하는 새끼야.
Here.
사기 주사위를 감히. 아, 지랄하지 마.
Aye, that'll do. That's enough for me. Your turn. Well, You're not afraid of anything. If I was you, I'd take it.
지랄 났네 그냥. 이겼다.
Damn it!
오. (333이면) 얼마지? 300?
Here.
어... 1만 나와도 치면 오!
What's this?
오! 씨, 좆될 뻔했네 그냥. 어쩔 수 없네 이거. 오, 쎄한데? 두 개짜리 주사위는 없잖아.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
제발 1 있다. 휴.
Kurva! Damn your eyes. You played well. What's to be done? Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
It seems Tankard can't. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, eh? Will you give it to me? If I go home with that...
What will you give me?
Well, all I've got here is some...
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
맞는 말이지. 땡땡 일로 와. 어떻게 모르더라?
Hey, Conrad. One little game, eh?
Leave
Here
me
you go.
alone.
Take it.
I know you only too well. It's all one little game. And then you go and take my last groschen.
뭐야, 된 거야? 일로 와.
This is
왜 이래?
boring. Why don't we carry on to the foothill of Trotsky? They must have a tavern there. A fellow could have a game there.
Give over, Tankard.
Well then, Henry.
There'll be time enough for the tavern after.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all.
They didn't do anything, though. Besides...
Just an underling. How could you tell?
그 정도
Did
병사는
you
썰어
see how
넘기고
many
다녔어
men he
임마.
had there?
He backed down in the...
Because I kept you in check. You better keep your nose out of it next time.
하다 한수한테
I apologise. You're right.
That's all right. I understand how you feel. His tone got on my nerves too. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Bergov. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce with the League of Lords, then Hanush will finally have to take me seriously. Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit? After that long journey.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh?
Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it?
Let's save the...
Oh, you afraid?
keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
뭐야 이거? M으로 지도, J로 일지, I로 소지품, P로 플레이어 정보, N으로 코덱스. 코덱스는 뭐야? 아이템 정보. 아이템을 여기다 끼는 건가? 아, 상단 표지판 얘기하는 거구나. 음질, 가격, 합니다. 무기 벨트 칸, 투구 완충대, 모자, 2번 목보대, 반지 목걸이 벨트. 바뀐 게 있나? 팔 갑옷, 다리 갑옷, 바지, 다 똑같지 않나? 벨트 요정. 갑옷 입기. 흰갑 아래 긴비슨, 뭐 다리 아래 누빈 바지, 박차 아래 신발, 뭐 다 평범한 것들이죠. 깡으로 막 헬멧 쓰고 그러지 않. 깡으로 헬멧 쓰고 갑옷 입지 않으니까. 의상 3개를 산성하여 빠르게 교체할 수 있다. 의상 기능 의상은 근접전을 위한 판금 갑옷 1벌, 은밀한 작업용 의식용 의상 또는 헬릭의 좋은 의상, 좋은 인상을 줄 수 있게 해줄 말쑥한 의상. 그리고 의상 변경. 패트렛이야? 아, 나 진짜 서러워서 못 살겠네.
Tankard!
왜 말이 안 걸리냐?
So,
Ready?
어?
Let's start. Draw your sword.
hang on. This time, let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Well, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. You want to wear me down like
아,
that?
연계로.
I'm still as fresh as a
아,
daisy.
하나씩밖에 인식이 안 되네.
Bernard would weep to see you. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
똑같네.
Gladly. On guard. Good. That's the way. Nice. Good. That's the way.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your
애니
attack
모양
then.
중간에 녹색.
Pretty good. Nice, Henry. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. You have to follow up with a strike. Nice. Good, Henry. Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then.
야, 이쪽을 이렇게 때리라는 거잖아. 그치?
Nice, Henry.
이쪽을 때리면
No,
막으니까
no, that way I can block
무기를 안 들고 있는 쪽을 때리라는 거 아니야?
It was too slow. Nice. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations.
너무
and
오랜만에 하는
explanations.
거라.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard. That one hit the spot.
Now that's what I call sword He's nearly done in. Jesus! How did he do that?
Ow! Kurwa!
머리. 해가 너무 낮아. 뭐야? 저게 왜 나오냐 갑자기?
Fuck me!
Nice block. Go for it. He's nearly done it. How did he do that?
Ow! Kurwa! Ow! Kurwa!
뭔가 완벽한 방어가 패리 하는 중에 이제 공기 또 간격이 나가니까 할만한 것 같아. 와, 진짜 칼싸움 하는 것 같네.
Now that's what I call swordplay.
How do you do it?
That hit home. Don't hold back.
Ow! Kurwa! I yield!
원해줘요.
Enough! Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet.
아, 내가 씨
I'll settle with you when we
팔리치에서
get
썰어
to
죽인 애들이 몇 명인데.
Now
아,
let's go and eat. That swordplay gave
하나
me
치면 안
quite
되지.
an appetite.
뭔가 전투 방식이 옛날 원보다 더 마음에 드는 것 같아. 내 205는
So who won, gentlemen?
다 봐놓고.
It seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form
아,
that day.
추하다 한스야.
We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
지금까지 계속할 수도 있었을 텐데 뭐야.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
I've got nothing to regret.
웃는 게 한타 힘들어. 사회생활 하는 줄
The
알았는데.
world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
사기꾼인 건 안
She
해.
saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Listen up. I'll tell you what, the wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off,
Enough, enough. You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you talk like that about a damsel? For shame. You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye,
그 같은 모습.
apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
저는 계속 여기 있었는데요. 생존이 따로 있네? 그건 뭐지? 항문 개조는 뭐 다 이해되는데.
in the camp with you lot. It was
우리
Conrad's
올려야지.
turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see it?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
인신은 언제나 옳다.
And what about, time,
Yeah?
sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the royal chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
맨손 전투로요? 활쏘기도 나쁘지 않고 중병기도 나쁘지 않겠지만 역시 검이지.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to
손가락은
improve
나무를
your
판 것처럼
technique,
생겼네.
but the result is worth it.
I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us
지금 무슨
again
스카이림이야.
how the perfidious
스카이림
Ishvan Toth
그래픽이
stole your sword.
이거 이상으로
And I thought
나오겠지?
you'd come round to thinking about other things.
엘더 스크롤
That
6?
sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together
아 언제 나오냐?
before he
아
was
근데
slain.
베데스다
Well, that's
하는 거
another matter.
보면은 안 나오는 게 나올 수도 있다고 생각해.
I suppose you've heard
네.
enough of that, eh?
걔네
Well,
꼬라지 보면은
you know.
기대가 안 돼.
That's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
킹덤 컴은
What?
이제
So
중세
Renting ain't
좋아하는
dead,
사람들은
no?
꼭 해봐야 되는
Enough,
게임이라고.
enough. Otherwise, we'll be here for hours again, hearing how Martin the Smith raised him, even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that.
다른 애들을 몰라?
No offense.
알지 않아?
Who help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
나들하다. 뭐 어떻게 갑자기 일어나 소리 지르는 거
Let's
아니야?
go
아
and
아니네.
strip.
까비.
Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our
오,
blood.
살아남은 사람의 말을 무시하다니. 한숨 쉬는 거 봐.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
한스야,
Henry's right, sir.
또 트롤 지다니?
Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
새끼가 다 흘리면서 마셔.
Ah, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
마음이 착한 게 더
Well,
문제긴 해.
responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's
아,
more
뭐 제일 중요한 거는 멍청한 게 제일 문제지.
Fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
근데 물에 뭐가 살지도 모르는데.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to the...
미친놈 아니야 이거.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
귀는 저딴 거에 대한 귀는 존나 밝아
Down,
그냥.
Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close.
아, 이 특유의 NPC보다 살짝 빠른 이 짜증나는 이동 속도는 왜 안 고치는 걸까? 뭔가 이유가 있겠지?
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
깜짝이야, 다 벗고 있을까봐 개 놀랬네 그냥.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others.
Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
미끼로 던질 수 있다.
What was that sound? What was that?
It worked.
All
Let's
right.
go.
What was that?
어우, 나 녹조가 아니었네? 이런데 맨발로 돌아다니다가 나뭇가지 밟으면 바로 병신 되는 거 아니야? 나뭇가지 잘못 밟아서 뚫리면?
We'll go even closer, but carefully.
전부 빨랜데 임마.
Pana je u muzyky, směje se na kasníky, klient pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja, domine, aleluja.
죽됐는데?
Henry, I told you to... Fucking God, you're a...
아니 씨발 우리 애들을
You've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
안돼 할배. 한수야 씨발.
A letter. Don't be a fool, Henry.
단검이라도 하나 챙겨 다니면은 밤에 싹 다 주워버릴 수 있는데.
Then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on!
Run! Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? She's mine!
둔기로 대가리 깨버릴 것 같은데.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Just now!
씨발로만. 어우.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Off his horses, quick!
Oh, Mott.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
뽑으면 죽는다.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah!
Fuck!
씨발 붕대도 없는데 출혈은 뭐로 막으려고?
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
저 씨발년이?
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish. We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky?
Use your head. Be careful. Stick behind me.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that?
좀
Go
많은데?
out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
We can't go
Keep your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
You honestly think they can
Get
swim
to
all the
work.
fucking way across? Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black. Will all your talk does is blind you?
Leave it out. Catching some naked men before better than getting killed in a skirmish.
Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck!
I played dice.
They're
against
coming
Leicester
here!
yesterday.
Stand still!
You be keeping watch instead.
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead somewhere on the
Run! Quick! No, fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Put him far. They're fleeing into the rocks. Hurry! Run around. We'll catch them at the top.
What now?
길 나 있잖아. 뛰어야지.
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top.
Shit! Take cover!
Run ahead of them.
Where now, for fuck's sake?
아 이거 네. 하나님 말고 존나 잘 뛴다.
Damn it! How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me, then come back to me. If we can get out of... I'll stay here meanwhile, and watch out for them.
There's a path, but through fissures. Ah, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
뭐야 돌아가야 돼?
Where are they? I don't know. They must have come this way, damn it. If only that bloody idiot Nails hadn't broken his leg climbing down the cliff. He was trying to catch up with him. Aye, but he shouldn't have jumped down in the dark. You keep watch here, and I'll go and push through. Give me a shout if you see them. Aye. The others get here. We'll move in from both sides.
칼코브에서 배운 풀숲에서 숨는 법이다 인마.
Go to hell!
아이
We're under
씨발.
attack!
Hans! Hey, Hans!
Ha!
Where is he? This looks like a way out. Hans!
Here. Oh, thank God we found each other.
얘 걸렸는데요?
I managed to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of you.
Fuck off before I kill you.
다시 저게 걸리네. 어깨 찾았노.
There's a path, but through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
Where are they? I don't know. They must have come.
Here. Oh, thank God we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
오이 씨발.
You're a dead man!
어디?
Christ! Shit! You won't get me!
이거 다시 하면 이길 수 있을 것 같은데. 아 이게 진다고?
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
등에 구멍 났으면 지금쯤 출혈로 죽어야 되는 거 아니냐? 죽었나 본데.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
그런 거 치곤 죽으셨잖아요.
Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
Am I? Am I dead?
Not yet. I'm dead, though.
아빠 이렇게 야위인 거 같냐?
Well, if I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you
옷은
were
어디서 주워 입었냐?
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot down hawk.
여기서 떨어졌는데 살았다고?
And that fella landed with you.
아,
You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. I mean, if you're capable of running at all.
뭐 키치에서 옷 벗고 먹는 거 하루 이틀 보나.
I've no idea. Like, just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Like, we've got to disappear. Like, come on, I'll help you up.
시작부터 장비 다 뺏기고 사실 어떤 장비를 들고 왔어도 뺏기고 시작을
How are you holding
했겠는데
up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk. I know you're hanging in. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sahan's Cape. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
뭐야 왜 문이 있냐?
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
깜짝이야 씨발.
Fuck. Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You'll survive Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on,
Bianca.
come on.
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the
Easy,
castle.
Henry.
Hurry. What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
Promise me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. We'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things. Oh, don't give in to it. Hang in there. We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this.
너 씨발 빡빡이 새끼가.
It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa... dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look,
I see it.
we've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think against strong!
한번 집어.
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
한스도 참 잘 자랐다. 잘 버텼다.
What happened?
한스 치고는 어우.
What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
And what about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage, but I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel... while you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside
빵아치즈도
for you.
봐준다고?
And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
아, 화살마다 피를 저렇게 흘렸는데 술까지 먹으라고?
Thanks a lot.
술까지 먹어야 되는 겨?
Reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything...
진짜 눈물 난다. 내 레벨, 기술, 퍽을 다 대부분 잃어버렸는 거잖아, 지금. 씨발. 일단은 어디가 쓰냐? 아, 2가 있구나. 먹을 걸 찾으십시오.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more. Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
야, 요리도 돼 이제? 아니 음식 먹으라며. 어디에 있는 음식을 먹으라는 거지? 챙겨놓고 싶은데 식탁이 없어. 밖에 있나? 식탁이 밖에 있을 리가. 버튼이 죽은 개자식 잡는다, 획득한다.
This'll be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans. I feel like a new man.
밖에 있네 진짜. 야, 빵 존나 맛있어 보인다. 레비오 시작스. 아과. 제이제.
Well, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
아, 연금술 정말 오랜만이구만. 현숙국 상향이 체력 채워줬던 것 같은데. 물약 음식을 넣을 수 있다. 까비. 돼지 사냥해 가려고 그랬는데. 못 만드나? 아직은 그게 없나 보네. 뭐 끝났으니까.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really not.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes.
All right.
Sage has a purple block at the back of the hut. You go along there till you reach a sort of...
Great.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. Seeing him lying there gives...
I understand. Maybe I could manage...
The Lord... do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettle. And when you're done with that...
True.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by.
All right.
아, 뭐 화살 맞은 지 얼마 됐다고.
Ah, shit! Oh, my shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. He can't be in the ground soon enough.
또 씻어지나? 씻어지네.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. That's it. Chamomile. Purple flower. Sage. There we go. Right. I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
아, 이 캐모멜 개 많아. 다 뜯어가. 약초는 못 참지. 지금 눈에 보이는 건 다 뜯었으니까. 안 먹은 지 얼마 됐다고. 댕댕이 여기 지죠.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. Two of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
Who are you, fellas?
We're from Lord von Bergov, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Virgo's people, and I've never seen you before.
Lord von Bergov is reinforcing his garrison
on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
Shouldn't all his people have waffen rocks and shields with his colours?
For Christ's sake, woman, stop annoying me with your endless fucking questions. I'm the one asking the questions. And when I say we're from Burgov, then we're from fucking Burgov. Tell me, how come there's all these bloody rags here, eh? Spit it out. The blood's not even dry.
I was treating the two fellas from Geleos. What got badly beaten up in a brawl in the tavern there yesterday.
Now, isn't that a coincidence? Right at the time when we're looking for two battered murderers around here. Out with the truth, you old hag, or we'll torch the whole place under your feet.
I'm telling you the truth. I treated them and they went on their way. Go and ask in Geleos about them.
We'll see about that. Now move! I'll have a look inside.
Better not go in there. There's a fellow from Tachov lying there with dysentery. Unless you'd like to be lying for weeks in a pool of bloody mucus that's coming out of you both ends at once.
Oi! Oi! All right then, we'll skip the search. But if you're lying, there'll be hell to pay. Cosley, you keep watch over there. I'll have a little look around. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. This'll be quick, boy. This'll be quick, boy.
You're get ready to face your maker.
원로비 갑자기 뒤를 돌아봐.
That's all I need. All sorts of nonsense at my age.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying but for sure they wasn't for, but they sure.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done. So, your friend was talking in a delirium in the...
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken. But thank you for dealing. Except I have another
Don't worry.
I'd be it, but be careful while you're...
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is...
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But it's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't. But you, my eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you.
All right.
I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better.
I can read it.
I'll
take the book just in case.
Of course.
영웅술은 내보긴 했지. 아, 보자.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
캐모마일을 넣고 모래시간이 한 번 비워줄 동안 끓인다. 베이지를 갈아 가마솥에 넣는다. 마지막으로 따라낸다. 작업대로.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left,
포도주.
according to the recipe.
오, 캐모마일 어딨냐?
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
살짝 헷갈리는데. 모래시계 타이밍이 좀 그래.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better.
All right?
Well, if you...
Sure.
When you're done with that, you won't miss...
I'm feeling a bit peckish. damn shoulder. Oof.
뭐야 왜 안 올라가죠? 엥? 얜 밖에 있어도 상관없나? 정신이 돼버렸다.
Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Then I helped Ma take care of...
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. Ma knows what she's doing. And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other...
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pablina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
I should eat something.
포인트는 P를 눌러야지. 이건 뭐야? 돈말 말고. 울굴의 기사. 라드지게 후순. 중병기 사격 및 학문? 마틴의 우승. 검술 기술과 제작, 생존, 모든 게 나쁘지 않은데? 시민. 사실상 퍽이 다 날아간 거 아니냐? 범죄 요소. 아행성. 유순한 성정. 전쟁광. 프리트의 피. 평화주의자. 영웅적인 활력. 탄탄한 체격. 라드직? 이거 둘 중에 하나인데 일단은 마틴 먼저. 최소 레벨이 10이라고? 뭐 이런 개 같은 경우가 이게 좀 애매해. 지구력 감소량도 줄어드네. 그럼 이건 여기선 고진감래가 맞지. 피해는 굳이?
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the
존나
spring.
긍정적인 거 봐.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Once, when we were out hunting, Hans was taken captive by humans. But with a bit of luck, I managed to rescue him.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive. I rescued him.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
No, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bojena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bojena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble.
한 세이비오션을 쓰면 강한 것도 있는 건가?
It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
뭐
Sorry
챙겨준다며.
for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskovitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time
왠지
I'll come
모르게
straight, so you're not gonna
상대가
worry so much. If anyone
고용한
comes
약간
here again
갱단 같은 거에
threatening
잡혀갈
you,
것 같아.
I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what they'd do with you.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is. The less fuss going on around here, the better for us. And if anything does happen, we've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
True. That animal is God's gift. Time to do something useful. The days are long, but there's no end of work to do.
Aye. Thank you, Pavlena. I don't know what I'd do without you.
You said you'd shoot arrows?
Yeah, I train up there, on the cliff, whenever I have a free moment. If they'd let me take part, but that'll never happen.
Is anything...
Them bandits is riding rough, but...
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding. Young Lord Semin's gonna marry the daughter of the... That's the biggest thing happening.
유목민물이 후만인가 본데.
How come you live...
Oh, that's... And Ma... look,
Are you managing?
we don't complain. We mostly live off the woods. And when mostly, I weave baskets. Sometimes folk come here... Take care then.
뭐야, 할매 어디 갔어? 할매?
Those corpses are...
Oh, thank you did what you could.
How come you live...
That's...
Ah. Can you tell me something?
What can I... The village, and to the north of Shelioth is Tachoth. They've got a blacksmith's there. There's no love lost between the folks from Shelioth and
Well, I don't...
It ain't far from Shelioth to Semin. Sir Jan, the owner, he got a big stud farm with the biggest
타려면
village in
젤레오프로
these parts
가야겠네.
is Troskovitz. What lies at the foot? Then there's Nabakov Fortress, Sir Yaramir's seat. But Pavlena knows more gossip about folk around here. She goes out and about. Take care now.
Nothing against the hospitality.
Hold on a bit. Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face.
Of course, but that's nonsense. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what...
I saw him!
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. But I see you haven't wasted any time. And come on!
와, 씨발 이건 은혜를 갚으러 와야 된다. 야, 목숨도 살려줘, 밥도 줘, 돈도 줘. 신났네 이 새끼들. 야, 인사하는데 침을 뱉어. 먹을 거 다 먹고 지금 지팡이로 푸는 거야? 자기 댕댕이가 튀어나와도 참 어떡하냐고. 아 근데 확실히 고지대에다 지었다.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies.
야
You can't
씨발.
beat an educated man of medicine.
이 양심 대가리에 총
But
맞았나?
I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
너 새끼들 경계 근무 똑바로 안 서냐?
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The
씨발,
captain's
설마
company
했는데.
was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
And the first thing we have to do, then they might believe...
That's all very well.
So we'll earn...
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few grosh before we get ourselves sorted out?
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I'm sure Sir Hanush would understand.
He might, but we've got no message.
Chin up.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they...
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lad.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
It's that woman from the pond.
Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I...
Ah, oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, stinking up my establishment.
I thought we
I
divided
heard
up
some talk
fairly.
about your captain. What was that?
Oh, hi.
아니 어서 오.
Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet.
Don't name names.
Him and his men were attacked.